We're now live on YouTube.
Oh,
Wait
no,
until Abel
yep,
fucks
I
this
see.
up.
It says that
We
up
are
there.
now live. Yes.
Now streaming
Lies
live.
a little bit. It's still setting it up. Done. Live. All right. You guys ready?
We're ready.
Ready?
All right. Welcome to Alcohol Cinema. I'm Jason.
I'm Jay.
I'm Nick.
He's able.
That's the most awkward intro we've done.
Oh, I wonder why.
I would just go with it. Fuck it. This is Alcohol Cinema. This is what we do.
What happened on that
What
intro?
happened was
Just
Someone-
if Abel ever
someone
does that,
laid
just skip
out
him
on
and
you.
we just
Abel
go.
step back on that intro. Let it be awkward.
Should we put him last now?
So what do we do with this podcast?
We talk about movies.
Well, we watch one, right?
Oh,
did.
we just talk about him.
Yeah.
We rate
And
them.
then we watch one, then we talk about it. Then we rate
Wait,
it.
And
We drink beer.
I think we need to reset. We're not doing well.
Abel's just not going to talk
Not
until
doing
we
well,
reset. I
right.
think is what the. And
Abel's on mute.
he's just going to be a big piece of shit this whole time unless we reset.
Let's,
Look at that face. You know that's the truth. Look at it. Look at
He's already projected. See?
You know him.
I'm protected and projected.
All right. We'll reset. More time. He's muted, so it's a good start.
did
Are
you
we,
mute him though? Oh,
Hey.
he can unmute himself.
Are we still recording?
Well,
What are you
we're still
drinking?
recording. I just have to edit
Whiskey?
it later.
Bourbon
Bourbon?
for you boys.
Cheers.
I'm not going to be drawn into that trap again this time.
What's
My own
up?
trip.
The Parent Trap?
Yep. The parent bourbon
Oh,
trap.
Bourbon up neat tonight.
Okay. Let's do this again.
Take two.
Welcome to Alcohol Cinema. I'm Jason.
I'm able.
Nick,
I'm Justin.
I'm Jay.
And we're
Got it.
back.
We're
And
back.
back again.
We just watched a movie.
Totally.
Yes, we do.
But what do? We watch movies, right?
We
Is that
always
what
do.
you just said? Yep.
Yeah, we talk about him.
And then we talk about them and we rate them. On
Have a drink, maybe.
While we're drinking.
We do drink.
Have a
That
couple
is a
beers.
key part of this. But
Responsibly.
well, we're all at home, so it's easy to drink responsibly nowadays.
Responsibly.
Responsibly, reprehensibly. We drink and we rate them on a scale of 0. Is like you don't need to really drink to enjoy this movie. It's fine. And
Pun,
5's
pun,
like,
pun, pun.
you probably should drink 5 or more beverages to enjoy this movie because it's not great. And we're also part of a network.
POI podcast.
True.
Yep. They're probably super active right now. I haven't been keeping up because everything else going on.
They are.
Yeah, they're doing stuff.
They're doing good.
It's kind of sad not seeing them going out to all their events that they didn't generally be doing at this time.
Correct.
They're usually out and about. They're very good about it.
They do things. We don't.
Correct.
We did one road show. With
We did.
With Josh.
Row
we
at-
did.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Well, we needed a couple roads to get there. All right. So, what did we watch tonight?
picked
Beverly
this
Hills
movie.
Cop 2.
Axel Foley 2,
The Hills of Beverly.
Back in Black. Was that not the title?
No,
Nah, close enough.
close enough. So, we've done Axel Foley before.
We have.
In Axel Foley 1.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Axel.
XL. XLF.
And that's a long time ago, guys. It was like episode 74.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, long time ago.
What episode is this?
147.
No, I was going to say 150-ish.
So almost double.
Almost.
So, I believe we found Beverly Hills Cop to be a fine movie, even though it's a little dark and sad.
Correct.
Agreed. Yeah.
And this one is less dark and sad.
It's cheeky and fun.
Cheeky
It's-
and fun.
Yeah.
With a little darkness mixed in.
This all the sads up front. This movie.
Yep. So we start off in Beverly Hills, and because they tell us that several times.
And
No,
it's so,
it's
it's so
California.
smoggy and orange.
Did we start in Beverly Hills or did we start in Detroit?
We
Oh,
started
we
in
started
Beverly
in Beverly
Hills.
Hills
Oh,
This is where the
because we get the first murder, right?
right,
the
right.
first, the first robbery. Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Everybody put your hands up.
By the tall white woman
Brigitte
in
Nielsen,
white.
the big blonde bitch, as we were calling her.
The big blonde bitch. I think
Yes.
Axel F
That came
called her
later,
that, right?
Yes.
So the weird
later.
thing is about this they're robbing a jewelry store, like a giant jewelry store,
Yeah,
and like
it was payday. It was payday.
so they're taking a limo to the jewelry store, and then
Yeah, payday.
they get the lady out of the back, and then she takes the
limo
limo driver hostage, and then they go rob the jewelry store.
Okay.
And
Did anyone notice that it's a dent on the license plate
I
of the
did.
limo?
Yes.
Was it a reference to Batman needs Harvey Dent? Gotcha.
No,
Nailed
It was not. No,
it's the main
No.
bad guy's last
No.
name.
Sorry.
it is. They
He's
they
not
were
very
not
good at his job.
really working hard to hide their identities.
He's incognito.
Yes.
I thought I nailed it.
Yes. So they take the hostage, they go in there, they rob everything, and they shoot. After they crash every freaking case, smash everything, and then after they're done robbing, they just shoot everything. Like
Yeah.
even at the very end,
She shot the
she
chandelier
shoots the fucking
Yeah.
chandelier to come crashing down.
and the door on the way out
This is why I
the
said
door.
it's like the wet bandits, except they shoot everything. They're the
They got
exploding
a-
bandits,
Yeah, they got
There's a
lasers,
song about this. I
lasers
shot the
and all
sheriff.
sorts of lasers.
tracers and lasers.
Like all the Azers.
They must have had some pretty normal ammo that would have been left behind, because no one would be able to.
I
figure
mean,
it out.
if you're trying to do crimes and do multiple crimes, you probably would use something generic like 9mm. You can just pick up at any good old.
That's true. You just melt that
Yes.
down, go on to your next gun.
That's
Yes.
right.
So now we're to Detroit, where Axel is trying to buy credit cards because he has a Ferrari. He's driving around in a pinstripe suit. That was like the intro. So yeah, we were kind of in Beverly Hills, Detroit, but we weren't there. So now he goes and he's buying credit cards, and we said that it's kind of weird nowadays where you don't do that in person anymore. You just buy several million credit cards from someone online for $100.
Mhm.
This seemed to be a bigger crime.
Or 0.25 Bitcoin.
Whatever
Yeah.
you need to do. Do 23,
2.5, that's a lot.
Yeah, and most credit card fraud people owned Ferraris back in the day, so there's that.
I messed up in
You
life.
buy your Ferrari with the credit cards.
Pretty much, yeah.
So after goes and buys it, he gets a call. So he gets a call from Bogomil, his old captain. The old
Gargamel?
Captain,
Voldemort?
The guy from Smurfs?
yes, Voldemort. No,
No, that's Harry Potter.
that's Harry Potter.
Gargamel's
Gargamel.
Starting to
Smurfs.
smell.
The Smurfs, yeah.
Yeah.
And he wanted to eat the Smurfs.
Yeah, which was
Voldemort
weird.
just wanted to
Well, I want
mostly-
to talk about that. That's
Mostly
really
just
weird.
cook them,
Yeah.
just cook them, not
stew
eat them.
them.
Wasteful.
It seems sweaty and bad.
He had a cat that could sniff them out too.
It did.
As
That
real.
show was
That's
really
real.
fucked up.
Yeah, aside from the little blue people, the guy that wanted to eat and hunted them with his cat.
Hey, you have to deal with that shit in your own life.
All right. So Axel gets a phone call from the chief in Beverly Hills. He says,
Is that an abnormal?
Yes.
It is an abnormal. You're
Um,
correct.
He's into something big. He's being super vague about it.
They were supposed to go fishing.
Oh yeah, they were going on a fishing trip. He had to cancel.
Yeah, because first before this, he was going on a run, right? He's running through the oil fields, and he looks down and checks the dirt and the windage,
Running.
and we don't really understand anything about what's going on. So we see Bogomil's looking at this
Voldemort.
353 North at a gun club. Voldemort is looking at the gun club where Harry Potter works. And this is where we also get reintroduced to Taggart and Rosewood, our favorites.
Yeah, they're
Can
fun.
you, can you
They're
explain the
fun.
concept of a gun club?
I think you may become a member and you go shoot blanks at video screens of things.
Is it blanks or is there like
Well,
No,
they were
they
shooting
were-
blanks
yeah.
because when Axel went in there, he shot real bullets. And
Right. That's why they had the laser sights on all their guns, because they weren't actually shooting.
That seems dumb.
God, what? That's a
Why-
Beverly Hills thing to do.
I guess. I guess you don't have to worry about the lead and all that
Modern
stuff.
technology.
But this is
Reload.
where Chief
Reload.
calls in the captain and Taggart and Rosewood and yells
Would
at
you
him
like to continue?
and tells
Would you like to know
Captain,
more?
I would. Desire to know more intensifies. Captain's suspended, and Rosewood and Taggart are assigned to traffic duty, although they never show up to that throughout the movie.
Well,
But then on the way home from being suspended,
one's a judge though, so
on the way from being home, on the way home from being suspended, the captain pulls over because there's a damsel in distress apparently. So he wants to help, and then he gets shot several times, and he might be dead. We're not sure.
And no,
So why they orchestrated this with the Camaro that was driving by to shoot him
Yes,
when she could have just shot him directly?
and she does,
And she
shoot him
did
directly.
after,
Mhm.
yeah,
It seems like a lot of
after
work.
they drove by and hit him once.
And after being the suspect in a big robbery, as
But
a
she
big,
had a
tall
wig on.
blonde, she had a blonde, she had a wig on that was very dark, and then she shot him, but then she lost the wig right away.
He pulled it off of her
He
head
pulled it
to
off,
reveal
so-
her secret identity.
So there was a big blonde in.
I think the trope should have been he pulls the wig off as, "Oh, it's you," and then he gets
yes. But apparently, there's a lot of big blondes in LA.
they grow on
so,
trees.
Yes, they grow on trees.
So we're back to Detroit now,
don't
and
think
Axel's
that's
trying
how it
to
works.
pull off his credit card deal, and this is where one of the guys shows up at the credit card deal, and it's apparently the guy that was in the cigarette thing in the very first movie.
Was it the same actor?
I don't know if it's the same actor. I'm not gonna look that
All
up. How would we ever know that?
I don't know. I don't know if we could.
But he's kept saying, "Oh no, you're a cop. I'm not going to deal with you." And this is our first instance of the song, Axel F's theme song.
Dun, 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 dun.
But this is where the first instance of Axel in this movie getting chewed out by his inspector, because he's got the mad.
you have to have that in every
you gotta
cop
have a
movie.
Mad chief.
You have to have the
Chief,
mad
inspector.
chief.
He's got to say he's going to fry his ass like dog meat. I'm not really sure that thing.
Because they want to encourage follow by the rules, but they also want to discourage don't follow the rules.
They
Just
want
watch to the end of the movie.
results. We want results, but follow the rules to get
So
results.
Beverly Hills chief is a dick and doesn't want them to be doing things, and Detroit inspector is just tired of Axel's shit because does all whatever he wants because he has the $56,000 Ferrari, which is $85, $84. What was it?
87, I think.
$7.
Yeah. That's it. $50,000.
Well, they said something like it's a $40,000 car, and Axel's like, no, it's actually 57. I don't know.
Cars
Not
be cheap in
terribly.
87 bucks.
Back then, yeah.
No, they got in trouble, because they got in trouble because they called the FBI. That's why Rosewood and all them were in trouble. All right, so now we're back to Beverly Hills, and this is where Axel comes in town because his friend got shot. He's going to come help. So he talks Paul Reiser into taking over his driving the
His
Ferrari.
Ferrari driving duties.
I guess so. He's been
Yeah.
seen in the town. I guess he never really explains why he's having him do it.
But he does tell him that he can't be seen driving it. He has to
Yeah.
sit low in the
Slouch down.
car. Yeah, slouch
Which he
down.
did none of that. He had the top down.
No,
Had two.
he had some
ladies with him.
ladies.
Lady friends, lots of lady friends.
That's right. Which again begs the question: to have a undercover car of a Ferrari in Detroit and then a muscle car in Beverly Hills.
You got to stand out in both places.
Switch through, I guess. Yeah.
Got to stand
Does
out.
Need
He's
to
got a
maintain,
flair.
Yep.
maintain his profile.
Didn't he have the same car though in Beverly Hills?
The first one?
The one
Was it the same one?
Yes, but as the whole thing of undercover is blend in.
Maybe blend in by
don't
blending
know.
out.
He's not undercover here though.
This guy thinks above.
He's above and beyond.
He's pretty open on being a cop. So
Yes.
Boop boop. Well, he has a theme music every time he walks into a room, so everybody knows it's him.
Yes,
have a
that's
camera.
right.
That guy walked in the room again. His fucking
And
song
what-
came on.
And he's
Yes.
hanging out with two cops all the time.
So, is the first thing he does when
In
he gets
suits.
to,
Cops in suits.
the first thing he does when he gets to California is he drives down the streets. He's we're seeing the sights of Hollywood, and he rolls up into a neighborhood and that's having construction on the house, and he somehow convinces them that no, everything's fucked up. You shouldn't be doing that. Shut down, and then he just takes over the house, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this is my house.
That happens every day.
Squatter.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go get a new house tomorrow.
We could do that probably down by.
Well, in Detroit,
right?
easy.
One of those houses.
Absolutely.
We just walk
Go get my COVID house tomorrow.
Yeah, you're probably fine in your normal house.
You think so?
Yeah, I
You know,
think
when,
you're
you,
fine.
when you're building a house,
Alright.
you just trust the builder to do what's right for the first 6 months, right?
in. Do you?
No, not really. No, not at all.
How many new houses are they building in Detroit?
None.
None.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
this was in Beverly Hills. See,
Oh, that's true. This was
So they
Beverly
knocked down an
Hills.
old house. And
it was a big white house.
Yeah, it was a big White House.
Yes.
So if it's in Beverly Hills, how much did that cost then?
Well, the Ferrari cost
$87
$1,000, so 100. No,
I don't know. Look it
I
up.
don't know
It
what things
was
cost back then.
603 Hillcrest.
So much to look that up. We're all looking.
Sounds
at
like Nick's on
Yep.
it. Our crack research team is on it. No one can talk until we
That
know
is
the answer.
actually a real address.
Does it have a pool? Does it have a pool?
$7 million.
Yeah,
Oh wow!
I need to know in 1987 bucks. So
It
You
doesn't
know what?
look the same.
Wow,
Most-
it's got a very deep lot.
Most detectives from Detroit can make that. That's not a big deal.
well, he's not saying it's his house.
It looks a lot
That's
different.
true. He never said
It's
that.
only
That's
four
right.
bed, 4 baths, 4,000 square feet, which he lies. He says, "Oh, I'll just
4,000
live in the
square
other 5
feet and-
bedrooms."
It's
5,000
got to be
square
way more than 7 million then.
feet. Well, it's 7 million estimated last.
He said he got used to living in the 5 rooms of the other wing, you know?
He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. How's the schools there though? Oh, they're all right.
I'd hope
It's only
so.
on a fourth of an acre.
The last sold price was $1 million.
Yeah.
Now here next up on looking at prices of houses. All right, so now he goes meets with Taggart and Rosewood. They're inside the police station, and the chief comes in, and he pretends to be a psychic. And this is where we said this is the scene Eddie Murphy wrote into the script because he wanted to do a character. He does this a couple times in the show, but this is the biggest, like, kind of weird. Why are you doing this scene? I don't know. It felt out of place.
But you know what did he call himself? Johnny Wishbone.
Johnny Wishbone from
The Virgin Islands, man.
no, don't do that.
That was a little
That's-
racist.
It's not racist, it's bad.
It's what he said.
It is what he said.
Johnny Wishbone from the Virgin Islands.
He helped you with things, and he guesses the guy's name, and it's stupid. Okay, move on. Then we get that song again. That's the most important part. The song count.
My
And-
elbow hurts.
Now they're gonna go to 3-4. What is it? 3-4.
343 studios.
5-3-5. Whatever. The gun club.
3, 8, 5. Just
So
5609.
21, 222, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. That's
wait.
right.
This is the gun. No, this is the bar and grill, right?
I thought this was the gun club.
No, the
the
385
gun
or
club
whatever is
Had a
the
bar.
is
in-
the strip club.
there was a
Good.
bar behind the guns.
No, the bar behind the bar.
Yeah, there's
No.
a bar behind the gun range.
No, the 385 is the strip club. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So they go to the gun club first, I thought, though.
Absolutely.
Well, no, because they
Well,
find
they're
they found
separate.
he found the shell casing from the
Yes.
shooting.
Oh, the 44 caliber.
Yeah, yeah, and it was it had the Beverly Hills Gun Club like
Engraved on it. And the guy
stamped,
that made
stamped
it,
on it. Yeah,
the person we sold it to, the
shot.
receipt number.
Yeah, intended for.
Yeah, sold for jewelry store robbery.
So that's why. Yeah. Axel
Again,
finds
if you're going to
that.
commit a crime, use a common caliber and buy it somewhere else, not at
Don't
in a
commit
limo
crimes.
with your
If you're
boss's
going
name
to.
on it.
I thought it was don't commit crimes.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if you're
that's-
going to do crime, be better at doing crime.
I feel like Abel would be very good at doing
This is
crime.
where- so this is
Also,
what-
only do
So-
one,
so-
just do one crime at a time.
I'm just
If-
saying, Abel, you know how not to not do crime, so you should be good at doing crime.
when you
Here's the
stack
key
up
to
your
doing crime.
crimes, you leave multiple
Here's the thing to
clues.
do in crime. You do
No,
as
no.
many as possible.
They
Without-
can't track it
Wait,
down.
Exactly.
without
Then-
being caught.
Then all your crimes get caught up in the court system.
But I feel like if you jaywalked 47 times and robbed one bank, they won't care about the jaywalking.
They'll charge
I
you.
mean,
with
if
the
they caught you, they're going to charge you with the 47 of the jaywalking.
You're going to plead those out.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this is where he decides to get into the glove club, and he grabs the he grabs Rosewood's vitamins, and he walks in. He's doing this whole thing where he gets his face wet like he's sweating. He's carrying in these plutonium nitrate fucking sound-seeking bullets or rounds or whatever that someone ordered. And he talks his way into delivering them, so he works his way back into the fancy gun range, and this is where
Start blasting them.
Bridget
Starts blasting.
Bridget comes in and she's wearing earrings, and we said more like earwings because they look like fucking airplane wings on her ears.
Well, when I got on the airplane, they gave me the pilot wings. I think those are the same things.
Pilot Wings is a good game.
Oh.
SNES Pilot.
Hashtag pilot wings. Yeah, I figured you would be on that.
I was pretty good at Pilot Wings. Still am.
Mm.
Except for the jetpack ones. Fucking stupid.
Humble brag.
Mhm.
Weird.
Weird flex.
That was a weird flex.
All right, so the fancy gun range, they're in there, they're shooting. It's like there's 3 different stalls, and there's 3 different TVs, screens being projected on like 6 range stalls, and they're shooting at the TVs with lasers. And I assume that there's some sort of score calculation happening there. We don't really know.
Was this when he brought the bag in and he said it was
Yeah.
from the Metalox Explosive Research Company?
It's some sort of plutonium-based
Yeah.
sound-seeking projectile, and he cons his way into there.
Yeah, exactly.
So he ends up on the gun range, and blonde bitch is shooting, and he grabs out. What does he first say? He says, "How long does it take you to shave those legs?" And he offers his professional
His grooming assistance.
And this is where he also, like, she's shooting, but then he goes in and shoots
The real gun.
he shoots the fake gun, and he's like shoots his real gun and blows holes through the screens.
Yes.
Yes. So this is where she says, "Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and deliver some of those 40 show. They'll send it along with the 44 shells to your house."
And he says, deliver those to Richard James
Yes.
at 603 Hillcrest, the
Yes.
big ass White House.
Big ass White House.
He's like, okay, we will send those over.
Yes.
And Richard James, just by happen chance, has to be Rick James, bitch.
Rick James, bitch.
Was that a joke back then?
Fuck your house. Fuck your couch. Should never gave you all money. So this is the new notes. This is where Bridget goes back to not Robert Davi. Dude that's in the movie. Oh, foreign founding name. What's his name?
Boris Johnson?
Boris
Boris
Johnson.
Because he does make an
No,
appearance in this movie.
we don't see
a
him
couple
until
times.
later.
We
No, this
we
is
see
where-
him a lot.
No, this is where she goes back to him, and he's writing the new note and gives it to her.
Oh,
Because the first guy they killed got a letter A.
that's right.
And the second
That's right.
one gave the letter B to
Bogomil.
To Bogomil. We got Gargamel.
Gargamels.
That's right. I think this is where I stepped away for a minute.
Yeah. Yep. So gives her the new note and says, "You got to kill him." This is where you get the song again, and Axel is in he goes and visits the police chief's daughter, right? And talks to her about it in her house. And then he notices when she goes off, she notices his shoes, and his shoes are covered in this red dirt, right? So he goes out and looks in the yard, and none of the dirt matches up. So he's just like, "Oh, that's weird. Why would he be running?" And he gets his shoes caked in this red mud dirt. But then he goes back to his house, and this is when Tiger and Rosewood show up, right? So they go into the house, and he's in the back in the pool. He says, "Hey, I'm in the pool. Yeah, there's beer in the fridge, cocktails in the back."
Taggart's really angry at him for stealing this house.
Steal it.
Yeah.
It.
And he's a police officer who stole a house.
Did he steal it though?
No, he's just
Squatted.
borrowing it.
Squatted.
Yeah.
Good change on your background picture, just.
I was 2 movies behind.
This is where they're trying to get Taggart to lighten up, and this is Rosewood pushes him in the pool, right?
No, he slips. He steps up to the edge and just kind of slips in. Yeah.
Yeah, slips in and then he gets to change clothes, and this changes
But-
his entire.
But
look.
Rosewood did think it was hilarious.
So he gets to change the clothes, and then he thinks it's hilarious because he's wearing these lounge like checkered pants and some bullshit, and he's the happiest he's been in any movie he's been in, wearing this bullshit clothes. And we get the song again because they're driving, and we end up at the strip club.
Now
So,
they go.
wow,
Yeah.
This is a weird ass strip club because
It's the 385.
as soon as I said there's no boobs, we got boobs, but she was angry. Like she was really aggressive on the pole, not looking happy at all. But then we also got Boris Johnson.
Well, first Axel tells the guy at the door of the strip club that this is it's Gerald Ford that's here to visit the strip club,
Doesn't look like Gerald Ford.
referring to Taggart. Yeah, and then he goes to the bar and he sees that there's this blonde fella that's very popular, and he asks who he is, the Boris Johnson looking guy. And it's what was his name? Where?
Yep.
I don't have it in my notes.
Which
But
one?
he's a large arms dealer.
Thermopolis.
Thermopolis, yes.
What a name. I wrote that down because it's a good name. That's Paul Goldwell, how we got
That-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a Bond villain name, Thermopolis.
Yeah. And this is where we get our second pair of boobs, which is the most important part of this.
Wait.
entire thing.
Right.
We had our
Hair
first
line.
and second pair of boobs at the same time, I thought.
Well,
back
no,
to
there
back.
was a strip. It was boobs, and then Boris
Back to
Johnson,
back.
Thermopolis, then
Oh,
more
okay.
boobs. They were really close together.
They were
Not like
they
they
were
were
on the
They were
same
socially
stage.
distanced between each other.
No, they weren't. They were
They
touching.
were on the same stage, and they may have touched.
I'm gonna have to go back and see.
They were.
I'm gonna have to go
Video
do
evidence
research.
there.
I might change my background picture if that's the case.
We cannot have that happen.
Well, I think we can.
It's
I
up to
think it's
you. You're the
possible.
one. You're the runner of the shit. My dog is very mad that I'm still here.
Okay, so they're leaving the strip club, and this is where we get the weak ass drive by that happens. It
It is-
looks like
It's not as weak as the first ass drive by.
It was the worst drive-by I've ever seen in my life. Nobody got hit, and there was like a million rounds.
That's true. They did have like machine guns,
Yeah,
submachine guns going off.
it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Out
Yeah.
the back, about 10 feet away, couldn't hit them.
like
They
They
stormtrooper the shit out of it. Somebody said that they're stormtroopers. They just miss everything. Yeah.
well, the weird
Yeah,
thing is
more.
like okay, so it's Axel and Rosewood, and they're walking out, right? And Axel seems like he's to get away from the drive by. He looked like he was going to hop up this fucking 6-foot wall into some. It looked like he was trying to jump over the wall where everyone else grabs out their guns and they're shooting. They're not watching their background at all. They just blast. They just came out blasted. A lot of weird shit happens. And then the car tries to get away and eventually spins out and flips over almost.
Hit an electric pole. Flipped over.
Correct.
Flip you for real?
They got out of that car really fast though, and escaped. It did flip them for real.
They did right out of the, but they flipped right out onto their feet and they were able to walk away.
Right. Yeah, but they left their car there.
Boobs and then drive by, and this is
Probably
where
had a dent
the
license plate on it.
The chief shows up
Oh,
and he yells at
All the
Rosewood.
license plates say dead.
Rosewood shows up. The chief shows up, and Rosewood's like, aren't you guys supposed to be in traffic duty?" He's like, "Technically, this is traffic duty."
Yeah.
It's good. And then we get the song again. Then we go back to Rosewood's house where we find out he's really into plants. And
So many plants.
And turtles and Sylvester Stallone
Yes.
movies and guns.
Turtles.
Yes, he actually has a turtle called Big Al, who likes James Brown.
And he's got a Rambo and a Cobra movie poster.
Yeah.
I feel like Rambo is more in sync. Like I feel like Cobra's not that well known in comparison. Let's say.
You better get your shit right and watch that movie.
I've seen Cobra. I've watched it with you
It's true on this
on this podcast.
I don't know if there's any way to prove that you were.
It's-
Anyways, there's a finger. They go back and Axel like takes the turtle out and he puts the
Whoa, he puts the what?
Hey,
takes
finger
turtle out
weapon.
and asks about turtle dicks.
Oh yeah, he
What's-
asked for
yeah.
some super glue,
Then He
right?
puts the matchbook into there with
Turtles
super
have
glue,
dicks.
and we find out that's a way to find fingerprints because there's UV light in the turtle thing.
I guess, yeah.
We
Let's
get
go
the
with
song
it.
again as well. This is where they convince Rosewood and Taggart to sneak into the shooting club at the middle of the night, and Axel shows Rosewood how to defeat a magnetic lock that doesn't make any sense at all.
You use tinfoil from a gum wrapper,
It's not
Right.
magnetic.
and it's not actually that much tinfoil, right? It's like
No, it's like
the smallest amount.
of tin.
Yeah, it's minimal, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
There's-
it's
Yeah.
mostly
there's
paper.
not enough metal in there to be conductive.
Correct.
Well, it's enough to like pop an outlet, but then that's all it does. You can fold it into It's
So they
not going
get
to defeat
in-
a magnetic lock,
And they
especially since they split the piece of gum.
Yeah.
get in. Yeah, they split the gum afterwards.
That's very
Like-
friendly, though. I wish my friends would split gum with me.
Okay, you're right. They were on the same stage, but they're back to back. They're not breathing towards each other.
All right.
I found it. Want to let you know. What did they find in the shooting club? So they go in there, they break in. Axel breaks his knife in the desk.
Oh yeah,
drawer,
in the
right?
drawer.
And this is where Rosewood pops out a switchblade because, of course, he has all these things. But what did they find in here? I don't remember because I think I got up at the rest of time to get a drink or something. Does anyone know what they found in the shooting club?
Well, all I know is that that he went into the shooting club and said that woman looks like, she was from the gun club, but she's a big bitch.
It's a big bitch.
Big bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say I paid a lot of attention.
Was this before or after they went to the racetrack?
This is before.
4.
All right.
This is before the robbery that's coming.
This
up.
is-
So they found something, whatever.
So is this when they tied Dent to all the businesses?
I think that's about to happen. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that They found that because he found out that he owned these things, and then the daughter was looking into it for him and found out that he has these insurance policies that have all lapsed except for one, but that's a little bit later. Yeah, they figure that out. So they go back to shooting club. Yep, break in, find out things about Dent. This is where we get Paul Reiser again because the chief's gonna call his and Axel's inspector, and
Oh yeah.
we need
Paul
to-
Reiser's in like 4 scenes of this whole movie. I feel like.
So
Yeah.
Axel calls Paul Reiser to tell him that he's got to get there to impersonate the chief.
Yeah, so they're trying to get him, the chief, out of the inspector out of the building. So they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna interview you and all this stuff. So you got to be out of your office and meet us for this interview, but it doesn't work out that way. So Paul Reiser answers the phone call under the desk and says, no, he's a multi-jurisdictional shit, super secret. So I guess that works. This is where we jump to the Federal Deposit building. They figure it out because they're looking up
Doesn't the chief?
no, they got
walk in on him?
coordinates or something, right? They got coordinates from the.
Doesn't the chief walk in on him? And
He does.
Yeah. So what the fuck you doing here?
But they got coordinates from the shooting club because they put them into the computer, and it turns out it's a federal depository. Right. So they're on their way to try to intercept what's happening. This is when the robbery crew is there, and they have a armored car parked over things, and they're setting up explosives and all that shit. So they get there right as the armored car blows up. The the ceiling into the count room, which Abel rightfully said everyone in that armored car is now dead or dying because of the explosives.
Mhm.
And this ensues
They were
with
they were directional. They only exploded down
Explode
into the vault.
downwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
okay. That works.
It's like Wile E. Coyote using TNT.
Or maybe they
Yeah,
maybe they stepped back far enough to
They're all
not.
like this. They're all
yeah.
yeah. Cover your head and it's okay. Concussions work that way. Alpha Bandit. That's terrible.
My favorite part of this scene was that they had their own like conveyor belt that they lowered down into the vault in order to more efficiently lift the bags of money and then themselves back out into the armored truck.
Dustin saying the science is wrong. Myth bust this.
That sounds smart though. Bags
Is
it?
seem heavy.
Yeah.
Speed things up.
Counterweight system.
But after the robbery's over, Brigitte turns around and shoots Kane and another guy, and then escapes. Right?
Oh, they should use her as the counterweight.
She is big.
As Jay Moore said earlier, I'm just paraphrasing. Huge bitch.
That's right.
Just saying. The set of Game of Thrones 2.
Is
Is a big lady here?
No, she's a big lady.
So sorry.
No.
After they rob the thing, they get away, but there's a car chase between us, the cement mixer and the
armored car. and the
Armored
cement
car.
mixer.
Anyways, they get away. They end up on the Playboy Mansion. I don't know why we missed this, but it was kind of a stupid thing altogether. We also skipped Gilbert Godfrey completely, but that's okay. That's fine.
Did we?
We did.
I still think Nick should pick Gilbert.
If he's not, he's a coward. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
No, I told
can-
you what I was going to do.
We can watch Aladdin.
I'm 100% behind that. Do that every
Aladdin.
day.
Oh, come on.
So
We've
we
never
get-
done an animated movie before, but fucking love
One
Aladdin.
step ahead, the bad guy.
Hmm.
I've seen the musical and I've seen the movie.
I've never seen the live action musical.
I'm just, yep. That genie was so good though, Rags.
But have you seen the live action musical animated movie?
No.
That doesn't exist.
These are contradictory terms you're using, sir.
If I watch Cats, will that just cover
Nope,
all those bases?
We're not watching any of that either.
Don't say never.
My wife was very disappointed in the Aladdin musical because it wasn't a giant snake at the end. I was like, how the fuck were they gonna do that, Chelsea? And she didn't know, but she really wanted it.
Giant snake?
She
Yeah,
wants a
that's how
giant snake.
The animated movie ends with the giant snake.
You know, we could help you with that.
Pissed off about.
Your chance.
I know how the movie ends.
Guess how they do it in real life? Not like that.
I mean, they could.
They don't. There's a costume change and there's some little flair there, but it's not much.
I mean, no. I mean, just call up Ice Cube and bring you like an anaconda.
Right.
God damn it. No, John Boyd.
Anyways,
He'll wink at you too.
they go and they go to the Playboy Club, and it's fucking stupid because all it does is get him kicked out because he confronts the
Hugh
bad
Hefner?
guy,
Well,
big bitch, and they all get kicked out.
there were also
you have to.
there were also
You
no
have to.
boobs at the Playboy
There were
Mansion.
no exposed boobs.
And
They're
that's
no-
why
yeah.
that company's gone now. They didn't put booze back in 1985
Seven.
or whatever,
Seven.
wherever this movie came out. That's
I
why
mean,
they
they
no
did.
longer
They
think-
just didn't
the
put him
next
in
thing is they find
that
out
scene.
that everything that Kane
It's not the
Everything
right.
they knew was a lie.
is running out of money, and he's gonna. The only thing that's not running out of money is still insured is the racetracks. So they're like, "Oh fuck, he's gonna run the racetracks." They all go to the racetrack.
And that's why I said racetracks are trash, and Abel's like, no, they're not.
Yeah, and we all
That's
agree
it.
that the racetracks are trash.
Except for Abel. He said they're not.
It wasn't just accept me.
No, I think it was.
I think it's pretty much just you.
It's all right. It's a good time.
It's not.
So they get there.
I'll
they
go,
figure
I'll go
out
to the racetrack with you.
They figure out
We'll have a good time.
Yeah, yeah, we will.
Alphabet riddle is just basically Spanish or something for "fuck you pigs." Whatever. It's really deep. So they get there, but the robbery's already happened. So
The tango.
Axel's walking around, and he knows that there's red tango. There's money. There's not money. There's red water running out of the stables, and he's like, "What? What's that red stuff? Oh, it's the mud from where we graze them." And it turns out that it's
From an oil field.
from the
From
oil
the
field.
pasture
Pastures in the oil
that
field.
Are
also
they,
has,
are they in
pump
Texas and they
jacks.
have the red clay?
Yep, it's the red dirt.
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst.
Dang it!
Fred Durst.
Yeah, double Fred.
Red
Durst.
dirt, Fred Durst.
He wears a red cap. So does he?
Does he still?
I don't know.
Oh,
Probably.
I'm almost there with you, Nick. Soon I'll get there.
All right, so they get in the shootout because they follow the people to the oil field. Lots of shooting. Axel almost gets run over by a car, but doesn't. Almost gets killed, but this is where Rosewood shows up and kills the big bitch, right?
Whoa.
No, she's a big bitch. We
That-
talked about it. Entire time.
That's the IMDb credit, by the way.
Big blonde bitch.
Oh.
Brigitte
yeah.
Nielsen as
That's
big
what it
blonde
says.
bitch.
Brigitte Nielsen as the big blonde bitch.
And fucking Rosewood goes fucking surgical
Zoom
with that
enhance.
shotgun.
Zoom
Oh
enhance.
yeah, he dual wields the
Oh
shotgun.
yeah. This is the most ridiculous. 3 guys versus about 45, 50.
Yeah,
I calculated. I crunched the numbers, and it was Leroy Jenkins style. It's like, what's our chance of succeeding?
she had
Pretty
that Thompson with the drum mag too, right?
And the suppressor.
Yeah, it's the suppressed
I
Thompson
looked
with
it up. It didn't say there was a Thompson in it, but that definitely was an MP5.
It looked, yeah,
It was more Thompson-ish than anything.
yeah.
Didn't make sense for the time.
That was quite the gunfight.
It was silly. If you have anything besides silly, that's all I got.
That's silly.
Sploots.
Sploots.
Sorry.
So thus, as the
Dog
rest of the
splooted.
criminals are about to flee, the police arrive and arrest everyone. And the mayor shows up.
And the mayor
And the
shows up.
chief
at
shows up,
end
and the
of
mayor shows up,
gunfight.
and the chief showing up. It's like, you guys are all fucking terrible, and you're fired.
You're fired.
But then the mayor's like, nah, fuck you.
Does the
you're
mayor
fired,
outrank
you're
the
fired."
chief?
Yes, the mayor hires the chief.
Oh, does he?
Yes,
It's not an elected
he appoints
position.
the chief. No, it's not an elected position. Usually it's it's a appointed position.
That's the grown-up stuff I don't talk about.
Chief of
If you
police.
watch The Wire, you would know this.
Right.
Sheriffs are
Sheriff.
elected.
Sheriffs are elected.
Chief of
Sheriffs are
police
elected.
is appointed by the mayor.
Constables are elective. I know that because I had an elected constable
True.
once.
What's
There
the difference
was-
between a
by the
sheriff
way-
and a constable, though? It seemed
Uh,
like they're
Constables just
redundant.
serve papers. That's all they do.
Nah, I would disagree.
The constables don't serve papers.
They serve warrants as well. They.
They do that. I mean, they could do that too. My uncle was a constable. He served a lot of.
I don't know
stuff.
about serving. I don't know if serving warrants is it right.
Isn't a warrant also
They-
paper though?
Yeah.
Right.
There's
So
no
more
Thompson.
specific.
According to the
paper.
Internet Movie
Michael
Firearms,
said, "Here you go.
All right.
Leave."
according to the Internet
Right.
Movie
You got
Firearms database, there
Served.
are no
You got served.
there
the
are no
dance.
Thompson
Do they
submachine guns in this movie.
I know there are submachine guns, but no
Do they-
Thompson.
do they fucking windmill?
9483.
Yeah, that wasn't that gun though. When you look at it,
During the final shootout, it's been modified with a ventilated barrel and a barrel shroud and a vertical foregrip.
But tango.
It's a H&K.
It's
Yeah,
HK
it's not a-
9483.
it did
It's
not
not a
look like
Thompson?
it. It did not look like a Eckern Coach.
You can
It
argue
did not,
about the
no.
Internet Movie Firearms.
Maybe it was
database there.
obscured by the drum mag that they had on it.
There's no drum mag on it.
It wasn't a
was.
drum mag. It was a elongated mag.
You meant to
No,
say clip,
it was
sir.
a drum.
You're in a long.
It was, oh, sorry. It was a drum clip.
Yes, you meant to say clip.
You're right.
Do I have to go find video evidence of this?
I would, but
photographic.
I'm really stuck on the.
Oh, but boys,
I
I'm
think she
repping,
was-
I'm repping the band that's apparently gone now. Just throwing it out there.
Anyways,
Nah, bruh. Is it
captain gets promoted to chief or appointed to chief, and that's
Are
it.
you repping the same brand? No, you're repping Prairie. That's you're repping your hometown crowd.
And we did it.
What are we repping?
Prairie?
Beer companies.
Oh.
I didn't know I was pulling up the ballast point
So
tonight.
it's a shit.
And so,
I'm doing a matching glass.
hey,
Nice.
we had 2 sets of boobs and 9
Two.
songs.
Well, nine.
Nine the songs.
I
Nine
think
of the
Jay
same
Moore's
song.
repping your brand too there.
Hanson?
What?
Jay Moore's repping Abel's brand.
Anson?
Hanson?
Nope, just
got
this
stuff.
one.
No. that was-
Stuffed. Is that batch 3?
This is
I-
Whatever.
what?
Did you get off to work?
I think
Yeah,
it did,
that's the stuffed.
Yeah, it's
Batch
hot
3.
trash.
yeah, batch
Hot
It's
3.
hot trash.
Yeah,
Batch 3.
Jesus,
Yeah.
that's your
It's
that's,
fine.
that's your boys.
it's not a good one. Comparatively, I've had all 3, and it's not good.
Jay Moore, he's holding out on you. Is what it sounds like.
I'm gonna milk myself down on.
Oh, what you do after the podcast is up to you.
Can I ask that you not do that?
Yeah.
This is what gets us the
Okay.
views. Jay Moore, keep going. This is our views. The view
No.
count's going up right now.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
People to know this is what we're here
And
for.
We're done. We did it.
Nailed
we?
it.
Are we done?
We're done.
Are we done?
We're done with
Uh,
the talking about the movie part.
No, we
still
are.
have
And
other
the
parts.
person that picked it needs to
Hopefully.
fucking rate it.
Number
We
five.
still have to rate it and then talk about what we talked about. Talk about what we drank.
Oh, I do gotta rate it, huh?
We got a lot to do.
We got a lot to do, boys.
So, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Man, it's I don't know. I could watch this movie over and over. I don't know. It might just be me, but it's fun. I think Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy in the 80s and 90s, early 90s is just great.
Correct.
We were talking about it while watching the movie and just talking about some of probably his best movies. Yeah, this is a 1 for me easily. It holds up well. I mean, it's goofy and has a lot of, just dumb cop humor and shit like that, but it's still, it's not terrible.
Seeing who the principal's calling next.
Nick.
He's-
Oh,
Please no.
yeah.
I think you
didn't
just
want it to be
volunteered.
me.
Yeah, you just
Wait,
volunteered.
you're picking. So Justin.
Yeah, have to be last.
Yeah. I was thinking 1 or 2.
mhm.
I think I made the comment earlier. Like, I don't think I've watched a Tony Scott film that I didn't like.
Ooh, let me go
sequel.
hit that list real quick.
It's a sequel to Beverly Hills Cop, so you're gonna have some formula to it. But I think it separated itself. This one was a little more fun than the darkness of the first one.
Mm.
Yeah, and you get like this is prime Eddie Murphy too, right? It's not. I don't think I'd put it in my top 4 Eddie Murphy films. Maybe in the top 5 or 6. I gotta come out with that list. I'll do top 5, bottom 5 Eddie Murphy.
There you go. I love it.
next podcast.
I love that idea. Top 5, bottom 5.
So Tony Scott did this right after Top Gun,
Right after Top Gun and right before Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder.
Right. So
Which is
yeah,
Top Gun
Just
on
Top
the
Gun
wheel.
with cars.
no, it's stylistically like you
Do
can.
you like
can
Days of
spot
Thunder
a Tony
better
Scott
than this?
film.
Do what?
Do you like Days of Thunder better than this?
I mean,
They're about
Nicole
the same.
Kidman.
I thought we gave Days of
Nicole
Thunder a one.
Kidman's hotter than Brigitte Nielsen.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I think I
let's-
like it a little bit more. And it's NASCAR Top Gun.
Yeah, but more guns in this one.
There are a lot more guys in this one, and
bang,
less
bang.
fewer concussions. I don't know. They're
They're
pretty
different
close.
movies. They're different movies.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going through the list Tony Scott did. It's
They're not
hard to find a movie that
He does a lot of
Did-
good stuff.
he
I
didn't
looked
make-
it up, yeah.
a lot of bad films. He didn't make that many either, but
No, he made a lot more than you think.
it's a
He
pretty
did.
good list.
He made quite a few, but there's
Like The Losers on there. I love
name
that
one-
film.
name one
Losers.
here that it's like
Losers is so
terrible.
good.
Yeah,
Put a blue filter in that one.
I mean, Man on Fire,
Oh man, on
Please.
fire, great.
we need a year or 2 for that one, right? We'll
Yep.
get there.
2004. Yeah, we got 4 years.
Even 18 was fun, joking, great.
I've watched
But-
the tape. I've gone back to the tape. It's not a fucking drum mag. It's just the foregrip.
No, it's
Oh, was it?
I
All right.
went back to the tape.
Can you see why I thought it was a drum mag though on first viewing?
well because you
didn't-
see
I
you
didn't
see
get-
3
I didn't-
frames of it.
Yeah, I didn't get the instant
I
replay.
thought it
view.
was a elongated mag in the front. It looked like Thompson.
Speaking of Lippinsteiner Stallions, he also gave us Crimson Tide. So fuck off.
Fuck
So,
off.
yeah,
Gee, to say
in-
that, fuck off. Jeez, it's aggressive.
That was in it.
In honor of Tony Scott,
Tony Scott sucked.
I'm
I didn't say
gonna
that at
give this
all.
one a 1. I don't care what Nick says. 1.
I just didn't say this film was as good as the first one. That's all. I'm
Jay,
saying.
go.
It looks like Jay's holding.
You
that
hold that gun.
by the
It's
way.
perfect. With
You know,
Santa.
I'm just listening to
Oh,
all
he
y'all.
ruined the illusion.
I'm listening to all y'all talk about this movie, and you know, for me, this movie is takes me back to my childhood. Of course, I saw the first one. I saw
In the theater,
everything
right?
80s. I saw this in probably not in the theater. I might have snuck in, maybe. Who knows?
87. How old were you?
In 87, I was 5. How old were you, Nick?
You are not.
No,
You're a
you were
liar.
not. I know we're not
You're
that
a
close to
liar.
age, bud.
I was not 5. No, I was 5 plus 10. So I was 15 years old. So
Oh, you
that
could've seen
that
this
would have
in
been
the
a
theater.
fucking primo time for this. It's probably PG at that point. Let's be realistic.
yeah,
Steve. No one
exactly.
cares.
Exactly.
You're probably driving too because you live in a garbage state.
I think I already had a mustache.
Yeah, that's
When we were going
figured.
on here. Yeah. So with this movie, I mean, I saw the very first one. To see this
Great film.
again is a great film. It brings back a lot of memories. But at the same time, it doesn't hold up a lot. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to give it a 3. Time to move on.
Sorry
Yeah.
to laugh at you a
That
little.
was super simple.
I agree with this.
That's it.
I don't remember what we rated 1 because that was a long time ago.
How could
a
we
little
ever-
data go into it.
I'm
No
pretty
data.
sure it was a 1. It was
feel-
1s across the
I feel I
board.
did not give.
I don't think it
Bill's
was.
Top 1 a 1.
It might have been 2.
I was going to guess 2.
3 because I had troubles with it because it's dark and it's not funny. It's a super serious movie with some jokes, but this is more jokey. I think this is a better movie.
You didn't like the ending one where he's like, "You guys got afros and
Wait, it had banana in the tailpipe too throughout the movie.
It's
Yeah,
dark.
there was some
It's,
shit.
it's
The first one's better than the second one
The
by
Tiger
far.
Rosewood.
And
rivalry.
I have to say, I completely forgot that 3 was the one with Bronson Pinchot in it, which I'm sorry, we're not going to watch because that's a bad movie.
Except for that was his lead into True Romance with the.
I will agree that it's a good movie, and I'll give it a 1.5.
Nope.
Oh, I can't do that, can I?
You know the rules. You set the rules.
I'm actually going to give it a 1. It's a fun movie because I know what Justin gave it, and Nick's going to poop on it too. So,
Wait, I didn't poop on it. I gave it a
no,
1.
Jay gave it Jay pooped on it. Sorry.
All right.
I'm going to give it a 1 because
I didn't poop on it.
Hey,
either.
It's a
Jay,
fun
you didn't
movie.
poop on it? That was a
I didn't
fine
poop on
rating.
it, but
there's a
I
lot of
just gave
stuff
it a
that
fine rating.
happens. There's no reason this is a bad movie. It's Eddie Murphy doing Eddie Murphy things, and there's lots of fun shootouts and
No.
some stupid shit. So
It's representative of the style.
it is
All you were wrong besides
typical of the
Jay.
style.
All of you are wrong besides Jay.
All right.
Jay's correct.
Why is it my fault?
No, you're right, Jay. Jay,
It
you're
also
right.
has a young
This is-
Chris Rock.
It does
Come on.
have a young.
This is a 3 movie. Look at
You're
all the
wrong.
other Eddie Murphy
Eddie
movies.
movie?
They're great.
Murray
Eddie movies. We'll
Eddie
go with Eddie
movie.
movies.
Eddie
Is he
Murray.
related? Is he related to Eddie Money?
Yeah, he's definitely because he made money on the better
Wait,
movie.
we also had a Barry Bonds quote in
Barry
this movie.
Bonds. Is that very Bond?
Where they-
I gotta say the first movie was better. It was at least a 1 or a 2. But this movie not as good. Not as good.
Okay, is a rated R by the way in 1987.
All right.
Love you guys.
Because boobs.
Great guy. Like he's gave us some classics. Coming to America, as we said, Trading Places, as we said. Those are 0 to 1s. Those are top tier.
Yeah.
Even Shrek. Again, Shrek, also a great movie. And he made that movie.
What about Bowfinger? Right, Bowfinger.
I mean,
You're wrong.
We're
I'm in,
open.
Justin. for both.
But I'm
It's in
saying
the-
this is
it's
a
in
three.
either the
This
top
is
five
this
or
is a
bottom.
this is a three. This is gonna be a three.
Okay, cool.
All right, so 1-1-1-3-3.
I think you guys are getting soft. You're getting
So
soft
we
in your
win.
old age. You get soft in your old age.
The ones win.
Show this to your kids in 5 years, Justin. Be like, Dad, what the fuck are you doing to me?
So I think Beverly Hills Cop 1 was one of the first R-rated movies I watched. Spent the weekend at my friend Chris Spangler's house when my parents were out of town. I think we watched that one probably 5 times over the course of a weekend.
That was a
Robot-
better movie.
Robot Cop was the next one.
Ooh,
Wow.
that would have been so much more fun.
Yeah, those were
That would have been.
those
like,
were
this
my
was-
That's
introduction
a zero
Cop
movie,
movie.
though.
to the genre. Yeah, Robot Cop is good.
There's a difference between Robot Cop and that.
Oh, we could link to Robot Cop from this one if we hadn't watched it already. Maybe we should revise the rules.
No.
I only do this podcast to 200 if I can get that far.
Is that your rule?
Yeah, that's my cutoff by far.
Because no one thought we would ever get to 200.
I never thought I'd get this far.
Here we
We're
are.
not- wait, 200
There at
episodes
the
you've
bottom.
been on? Because we're not
Nope.
200. It's not equal to 200. for you.
200.
Okay,
Oh, so
Start at the
206 for me, I
that's
guess.
fair. We're gonna drop into 147.1.
Did you miss that? Mitten?
I missed like 4 or
Hey.
5 maybe.
What did we drink?
You want to go through that?
You want to do that? Or what did we watch? Because I didn't watch shit. So
Oh, I watched a lot of new stuff.
Ooh,
let's
yeah.
do what we drink first.
I watched something.
I
I
watched.
drank
oh, you wanna go first?
I drank a Parish
Y'all drank good stuff. I drink shit.
German Barrel Imperial Reserve. Then I drank a White Elm Fluffaluffagus.
Oh, I want some of that. That sounds good. How was it?
I've had it was not bad. Not bad. Next.
I thought it was hot trash, but
Ooh, goddamn, Abel hates. Just
It's
different
not, It's not
podcast.
enough sugar water for Abel.
That's true. He loves that pure fucking molasses.
just inject it.
I drank. Let's see, I had Mosaic from Community because I support locals.
That's stupid.
Are they
What?
still around?
Did you
Yeah,
buy it
but their
directly? From,
stuff-
did you buy it directly from Community?
I did not.
No. Okay, then you're not supporting local.
You're supporting the distributor.
You're supporting distributor.
I could go ask my current lead, who worked with the guy that started Community, but that seems like a long way around to get some beer.
I don't know, bud. How about you just drive to Community and go get their beer
How
and you
about you
support local?
fucking just-
Oh, should I drive downtown to go get beer?
I don't know.
Yes.
You're
I
all
vote
like
yes.
you're all like hashtag support local. I'm just saying.
Oh,
I drank. No
I'm gonna
local beer.
support local by just murdering you later.
By proxy.
You're killing me.
Hey, do you want some?
Can you hurry up?
You're-
I'll
you're
get on,
If Abel
I
gets
support lo-
murdered, you're doing crimes like
Yeah,
they did
I'm
in
doing
Beverly Hills
crimes,
Cop 2.
Use a 44 caliber if you do.
What did I tell you? You got to do many crimes. You have to like.
No, I'll go rob a liquor store. Still, it's gonna be on. It's fine. No one will find me. Then I had some bourbon.
Or,
And-
And what kind of
Keep
bourbon
going.
do you have?
I had Bullet. tonight.
Bullet?
that's a good one, man.
That it's my
You can't
go-to.
go
I
wrong with
think.
Bullet. You can't go wrong with Bullet.
That's what we.
I
I
feel-
had. I'm gonna go get
I
some
feel
bullet
like the-
rye after this,
I feel like that's a go-to. I don't do the rye as often because that's
or the makers.
you're
Makers
you're
too.
you're walking into it if you're doing the rye. I feel
I-
like that's a little
I-
rough.
Had Bullet honey, and I can never find it
Nope.
again.
We lost Jay Moore.
Bullet honey. I've never had that one.
I've never even heard of that.
They did a Bullet honey batch, and I cannot find it for the life of me.
That Knob Creek maple
Hey.
was pretty baller.
Hey,
What?
Hey, what?
Oh,
What?
What we drink? I'll go
going.
next.
We're talking about what we
We're
drank.
talking about what Nick
You're talking
drank,
about
man.
you're talking about your preferences in bourbon now.
Knob
No,
Creek
it's not.
Pitter
maple.
patter. Let's go.
I had
That
the
Grand
St.
Cru.
Arnold's Grand Cru. This is
So fucking
the
cranky.
25th anniversary, a blend of 3 barrel aged ales. They're from Houston.
That one's
They're not really
That
local.
one's
How'd
good.
you like it?
I liked it. That was good.
It's good.
And then I had Prairie also. I had this Adjunct Trail.
Oh,
Yeah. I got this from a friend of mine named Abel Rios. This is a
Nice.
collaboration with Angry Chair.
Nice.
That was
What did it taste like?
it tasted like
I-
I can't even.
Their flavor
I can't even
profiles
tell
are
you.
all different on a lot
It
of
was
the
good.
beers,
This
so-
was like coconut and yeah, it was good.
Was
what
it
did it
heavy
say?
coconut or
It's not
No,
barrel
not-
aged, but it's just a basic stout. and-
Stout.
Hazelnut coffee and toasted
Okay.
coconut. Yeah.
it's
was
good.
it heavy coffee or
No, neither one were really too heavy, but yeah,
Just a
and not,
solid
no
stout?
barrel age. And then I had this abnormal sugar spice. Nice.
Sugar
This was
spice?
probably my least favorite of the three. It had the star anise, so a little bit of that.
Anus.
How long did it take to get the wax
Anise.
off?
I waxed off pretty quickly on both of these
Okay,
beers.
just making sure. Or you can just tell us that because
the adjunct trail that wax kind of crumbled pretty quickly. The abnormal took a little bit of work, but I got that wax off.
Not 45 minutes though, because I've seen
No.
some of these guys go 45 minutes trying to take wax off of some seals.
But I had those were some good beers.
Bringing up old shit.
As I do.
It's true. Who's up next? Jason, what'd you drink?
I said it first.
Oh, I
I think it's Abel.
missed it.
Table, and then I'll Jay more if
I
you
don't know
ever
if you
get
can
back.
see
You gotta put it in front of your shirt. No, you gotta put it in front of your
Dracula's brew.
bottle. No, it's
Blackout Brunch
yeah. You just
by
gotta see
Turning
it's
Point.
dark.
As a turning point, serves in bottles like that.
Yeah, it's a stout aged for 13 to 18 months in barrels.
Like I didn't know Turning Point did that dark stuff.
That aged bourbon for 12 years and maple syrup for 8 months with maple coffee, vanilla, and coconut.
What do you give that beer?
It's strong. It's a 4.5. It's a strong beer.
Scales opposite for the beers people.
I'm
viewers,
killing
so-
out my IPAs and that insubordinate and churlish.
Churlish. Oh,
Or Turning
seriously?
Point.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Is that good?
Yeah, it's so good. It's hazy
It's a great
IPA
name.
with Galaxy and Citra, two of my favorite hops.
Yeah, well. Oh, we lost another one. So,
We're just
Did you
getting
go-
sniped.
did you get that from Trevor, or did you go out there by yourself and just
No,
go get
I
Sorry,
actually support
technical
local and I go buy it.
it?
Hashtag support local and I go.
Yeah,
buy
I don't
it.
think community mosaics the general thing people go and pick up from the store.
I don't doubt that they do.
If you go to the general store.
I support it by supporting his friend,
Jesus
so
Christ.
I'll go out on a limb there.
Can we just carry on? You're killing me.
No, I'll fight all of you.
Fight you.
Hey, I'm gonna drink.
I haven't
did
touched
not
another human besides my wife. I will
watch
fight you at this point.
anything. Next.
I'll actually bring you some beer and then you can support local.
Go.
You did. You already brought me beer. I just don't drink them because they have
I-
very limited supply.
Did not watch anything. Justin.
Oh, I watched something.
Oh, our stuff.
I
You
watched
didn't.
something.
But what did you drink, motherfucker?
I already said it. I was
Yeah.
first.
Wait, I missed
He-
it.
was
I
he
think
first?
he
I
mumbled
went
it.
first.
What'd you drink? Review it again, so
No.
we know.
No.
He's
Hey,
mad at everyone
Hey,
now.
can you
He's
can
gonna be mad at y'all.
you rewind the live stream? Live,
Just do.
Just go through the beers and not the ratings, so
and
we
we can
remember.
we can fact check it.
He's not gonna. It's like he's pulling a you, but at the start, but at the end. Oh, it's so mad at this point.
All right, I watched 3-ish things. We did movie night with the kids. Watched Doolittle
Oh,
with Robert Downey Jr.
oh, I heard that was terrible.
It was the kids liked it. It was fine.
Does the dad like it?
It's a family movie. It was fine. It was
Was it as good as his Doctor Doolittle?
I don't know about that. It was all right. And then so then we did family movie again yesterday. We watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Better
Great
movie.
classic.
Man,
Great classic family movie right there.
yeah, not a new movie, but if you haven't seen it, watch it. Held up pretty well. The effects are a little dated, of course, but
Huh.
the overall plot was pretty good.
I
As
think he's coming back to do that again.
Nicole, yeah, they're doing. Weren't they going to do like a Netflix show or something?
Yeah,
Rick Moranis signed on to do it.
he's
Um,
getting back into it.
I mean, like a good family film. That one sort of catered to the kids and the adults with some of the jokes and the plot line. And then I watched 1917.
Oh, wish
yeah,
I could have
that's a
saw that
movie
in
right there.
theaters. I wish I could have saw that in
Yeah,
theaters.
I did, and it was great. But you should
I-
watch it either way.
I didn't see it in the theaters, but
Was it still good in home?
yeah, it
Okay.
was. Yeah, it's that.
Was it the
it's
movie of
inten-
the wait? Was it the movie of the year? Because I think that's what Ragstill claimed it is the movie of the year.
It was the best
Um,
movie last year.
What?
You're
1917.
comparing 1917 and Parasite. This was a better movie than Parasite.
Oh
Oh,
my
I-
god! Like 1917 was like adrenaline, like tension from the
In the
Start
end.
to
beginning to the end. Like it was
Oh,
insane.
do y'all agree?
I agree. Like,
I
Okay.
agree.
I'm a huge fan of period movies
Or
anyway.
pieces?
But it's this. I was the only thing I was disappointed on is that there wasn't much action that carried the movie, but also made the story really interesting. Like it wasn't like action for the sake of action. It was like actually carrying the storyline, like because it had to be there.
Yeah,
It's good.
It was a
It's solid.
continual shot, so they had to.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really solid.
it felt
Who
it felt like
directed
they were
that film?
Sam Mendes,
Didn't
and it
he?
was
What
didn't he do what?
What did he do?
What did he do recently?
Bonds.
Skyfall,
That's right.
American
Skyfall.
Beauty.
We
right.
don't talk about that movie.
We don't talk about Kevin Spacey, but Skyfall probably his next to the most.
Man, it's
Well,
Skyfall.
no,
Well,
it's still like similar. I think atmosphere like 19 like the music carried a lot of it, and when
Yes.
it wasn't the music in the soundtrack, it was the action, and some of the action I felt like sort of helped to move the plot along. Like there were times where there was an action scene that was like a fast forward, almost montage to get to a transition to the next
Yeah.
scene. But if you haven't seen it, incredible.
Although I think that the action scenes, like they were either small, but pretty much all the big ones were like there's a couple like in World War One, the action scenes were people going over the wall, and it was just a lot of shooting and people dying. So there wasn't a lot of like,
Story
war
road.
movies we're used to now, where it's like a lot of squad combat bullshit. It's like no, that's not how they did it.
Which is why I think I liked it a lot, because I get kind of beaten down by the overwhelming we talked about it with the shootout in Beverly Hills Cop 2 there, where it was overwhelming. Like this was more realistic.
My
for
favorite
the
part about
period
that
coming.
movie, when watching that movie, was trying to identify where they spliced the cuts.
Did the cuts? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
So
fun part of.
probably one of the more interesting pieces of the movie as well is the realization of them they didn't actually travel very far.
No,
because-
it was
No,
12
they-
miles or something. It was
Yeah,
something stupid.
And it was, but the realization of the way that we fought wars then.
How
Yeah.
far it was apart?
And
Where-
I mean, they walk you
Did y'all
through
see
that
the
and
camera
everything.
boom where the camera guys take it up and they run and the explosions going off
Yeah.
and they're keeping the scene
But
going? That was
last
fucking
scene-
So
amazing.
when he's running down the line there,
Running down the line, yeah.
Yeah.
Where the trade off and the choreography of all of that. And it's like the camera guys had to be fucking amazing in that. So those guys, I think, deserve a lot of the credit for what they accomplished.
yeah,
Because
I
they
think,
were
like-
they were soldiers coming up and jumping out of the pit and then grabbing the extra camera and running across. So they're part of the piece too.
oh, from the
Yeah.
filming.
From the trench,
So-
yeah.
So there were parts in the movie where I felt like you had to be on time. Like,
Yeah, it was all timing.
like you couldn't, like if you fucking missed a line, they had to just fucking absolutely start that shit over, because it just the way that everything kind of flowed and the camera's moving and the way that the conversation early on in the movie was happening.
Oh, when they're running down the trench there on the way
And
to
then-
see the general.
But then it was just like as soon as that, because that was like the slow piece, like
Yeah,
carrying
I
us
haven't
through,
actually
like,
seen the film. I just saw some cuts of it and I was like,
and
this
then
is
all
fucking
of a
amazing.
sudden it's just like fucking thrown into it, and it's just great.
I also like how Bumbledum Cumberbatch was
Oh.
just a minor character, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he showed up there, in
Dumbledore,
it, I was like,
Don't
Bandersnatch.
talk about Bandersnatches or anything.
and not
No.
a very well-known.
I appreciate
cast
that because
across the board.
that's the thing about when you cast like super well-known people into movies like this is you really hope they don't overtake the movie, where he really didn't. His character was obviously near the end, and I think he did well. Like Colin Firth is Colin Firth, but he also is playing a general, which is fine.
He's Colin Firth in every film.
Yep. So no, great movie. Please watch it. Best movie last year.
Okay.
Fight
Yeah, I
me.
still need to watch it.
Yep, check it out.
Is it my turn?
It's your
Yeah,
turn.
then you get to pick.
Okay. I watched Good Boys. This was probably a few weeks ago. I don't know if I ever talked about it in laws and such. We watched Good Boys. That was interesting. It was on HBO. It was like the three kids that had a drone and they were just doing that. It was just a kid movie, but they couldn't watch it and stuff. It was fun. It was a fun little movie.
It's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Then recently I've been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender again on Netflix because it
Then
came
the
back
Fire
to it.
Nation attacked.
If you haven't seen that and you have kids, please watch it. It's such a great just overall show for families.
Not the live action one.
Correct, because that seems like hot garbage. Never watched it. So this TV show, it's got a lot of good feels and sympathy in it. As an adult, I love it. Been watching it with my wife.
Oh, wow.
So if like Abel, it's probably perfect for you. Justin, with your older boy, it's probably perfect for you guys. Y'all both will enjoy it at the same time. Like I love this show. It's great. Jason waited about
Mm,
4 years.
He's already got the cursing down.
Couple of years.
Yeah, it doesn't so much have that, but just the older they get, the more they will realize what it's all about. It's got more layers to it than it should. Unlike Game of Thrones, it went through all the seasons perfectly.
Also, don't recommend that you watch Game of Thrones with your
Shots
children.
fired.
Oh, yeah, don't do that either.
It's not a family show.
It's not a family show, but no, fucking love Avatar. It's got a special place in my heart. I started watching Bleach again. Don't watch that with your kids either.
Wasn't going to, but
Not as good either.
all right. So
Did Abel tell us what he watched? Did we miss that, or did we skip him? I thought we went right to me.
no,
Yeah,
we skipped me
it's-
telling what I drank and what Abel watched.
So
Yeah.
I haven't really been watching much. Did finish Homeland. The only thing I can say about that is like fucking wow. Like they really, that last season was amazing and they ended it really well. I honestly couldn't. I don't know where they could have taken the story in this last season, but they did a great job of just tying up all the loose ends. And that's really it.
So this.
Oh, is it back to me?
Nick.
Back to Nick for what?
Like 12 movies to pick from. I don't know what anybody wants me to pick.
You pick what you want to pick.
You pick.
I
Yeah.
have what I think you're going to pick as my background image, but I'm not going to.
So I hope that's what I'm gonna pick because that's what I was gonna pick.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna go next Friday.
I did not pick that.
Then next Friday.
We watched that already. But
No.
We watched Friday.
We watch Friday.
Not next
Debo.
Friday.
We're going back off of Debo.
What was your
Next
background
Friday.
pick,
It was
Jason? I
Bad
didn't
Boys.
see it switch. Okay.
Switch.
I still see Beverly Hills Cop.
What did you
so.
say it was gonna be?
I thought you were going to do Bad Boys.
That was up there. It was that or Robin Hood Men in Tights.
we should have watched No Holds Barred.
That never seen it, so I'm not gonna pick that.
There, got him.
There you go.
There you go.
over something.
Y'all like best friends.
He likes me. All right, well, we did it.
Omar Epps. Fucking so great.
All right. 2 weeks from now, we'll watch next Friday
Something like
on
that.
a Monday.
Can we do it on a Friday?
Can we
That'd
watch
be
it on a
great.
Friday?
We have
Yeah.
previous
Can we watch it
engagements.
next Friday? But
wait.
what about next Friday?
Did you say that was Omar Epps? Mike
Yeah.
Epps.
Mike Epps.
Different
Right.
apps.
Omar Epps is House, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Mike
And
Epps. They're
what,
brothers, right? That's
Higher
fine.
Learning.
Worst.
What else was he in? Omar Epps.
Good
What
talk.
about Chris Epps
Uh,
also?
Oh,
Okay.
wasn't he an O? Anyway,
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, we'll wrap it up with that.
We're done?
No.
Next Friday.
We don't want to talk about the Eps,
Next
all Eps
podcast.
No.
actors.
Can we do this
Epstein didn't kill himself.
instead of
Omar Epps did not
doing
kill himself.
our normal Friday thing? Let's just do this on a Friday one
No.
time. It'll be so
I'll
great.
Take my Friday thing.
Yeah, he won't be there. He won't be there.
Let's do a Friday thing.
Yeah, but he won't show up.
We ain't
You
got
won't
shit
show
to
up.
do.
You got shit to do. It's your day off.
Right.
How you get fired on your day off?
Anyway. That's Alcohol Cinema. I'm Jason.
I'm able.
I'm Nick.
I'm Justin.
Bye.
Jay dropped out. Bye.